What do you do when you're home and a box with all the high wind breaks your tire inflation system, breaks the pipe off right here that goes into your air system? Well, you wake up in the middle of the morning and can't sleep, and you go to Home Depot, y'all. Stay tuned.
Good morning, everybody. Now, welcome back to the Trash Trucker channel, y'all. It is dark 30 here. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Got home last night, a little after 8 o'clock. Well, with all the high winds coming down from New Jersey, there was stuff blowing everywhere. It was like steady 26-mile-an-hour winds. Well, there was a car beside me. Something was blowing across the freaking road, and I couldn't avoid it. Ran over, and I looked back in the mirrors. It was probably a good 8 to 10 seconds before I finally saw it go from behind the truck. I'm like, well, this can't be good. A few seconds later, I heard air hissing through the air valves. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. And anybody knows the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you got those emergency pull-offs where, you can park behind the lines. It's a pretty good shoulder, off the way. Luckily, I hit one of those real quick. I noticed my air pressure was dropping. Wasn't dropping fast, but it was dropping. Pulled over, checked. Sure enough, if any of y'all got the trailers that have the air inflation system on it, there's the main control box that's on the trailer underneath. Then you've got that supply cutoff valve. Well, I'm like, oh crap, I'm looking for leaks, and I found it. I guess whatever it was that blew under there, it hit that freaking control box and broke the threads on the pipe that goes from between the cutoff valve and the control module. So luckily, with that right there, I was able to shut off the supply line to the trailer. So that's a good thing. So at least it kept me from losing air on the truck while I drive. I'm assuming there's a check valve in that system somewhere because air never backed up out of the tires and out of the freaking axles. So that's a good thing. So me with my ADHD in my mind and I can't sleep and all that, me and the wife got to bed after 2 o'clock last night. I wake up at 5 something. I'm laying there. Since I'm awake, I'd already been up once. I had to use the bathroom. Well, I'm laying there for a half hour. Can't go back to sleep. So what do? I creep up. I get the big body pillow, scoot it all the way up against Miss Cat, pull the covers back over it. So she kind of probably thinks I'm in bed because she feels something up there behind her. And I'm dressed and I'm out the way on my way to Home Depot to get the little stubby pipe, because all it is like a 1/4-inch pipe, a little 1/4-inch copper pipe, maybe about 2 to 3 inches long. It's got the double threads on each side. One threaded side screws in to the air inflation system. The other side screws in to the ball valve with the cutoff on it. So I'm going to Home Depot to get that. I mean, that's only a couple bucks. I've got to get a easy out, back out to back the threads out of the control module, because when it broke the threads off, there's still the threads inside the control module, which I've got to get that unscrewed out. Then we can I got Teflon tape with me. Then I can just Teflon tape the new daggone piece of copper pipe, screw that into the control system, screw that into the valve, hook the air line back up to it, and we're in business. And that saves me from having to sit at a TA for hours and hours and hours in line waiting to have that done. I mean, it's little simple things like that. I'm home, let's just go ahead and get that done. I still haven't decided if I'm going to clock in and do it, because it is a company trailer. Because even if I clock in, even if I spend an hour doing that, that's still cheaper an hour paying me than what the TA would charge them to do it. And for the pipe and all that, because I'm going to get it at Home Depot, it's a whole lot cheaper. And I know they have it because the TA may not even have that little stubby piece of pipe. So, you know, it's all about, hey, why not? The little things that you can do. I mean, like I say, I've been doing tanking since 2006. So for 19 years I've been tanking, been driving for 21 years. If you've got any kind of knowledge, any kind of experience on this stuff, it don't matter if you're a company driver, owner, operator. I mean, as an owner operator all these years since 06, I'm all about trying to save money. So to me, it's cheaper for them to pay me, and I know what I'm doing, and I can fix it and fix it right, as opposed to sitting in a shop, which as a company driver, they'd pay me to sit at a shop to have it done, plus pay the shop. I mean, so it's going to come out a whole lot cheaper just to pay me for an hour or so of my time to do it. And while I'm home, and while Miss Cat is asleep, you know, because we didn't go to bed after 2 o'clock, so her butt ain't going to get up till about 10. So I know I'm good. So why not go ahead and get it done, y'all? That's just my train of thought, y'all. Anyway, y'all stay tuned and we'll show you more about what else happening when it gets a little bit light.
All right, y'all, and here we are in Home Depot. This is the part I need. See, basically that right there. But we're gonna double check, make sure. This is the side that still had threads good. This is the side that was broken off inside that air module. So we come over here and we just double check the size. You know, you always want to double check your size to make sure that that's the size. And yes, it looks like 3/8. Kind of fits it, but hey, like I say, we're going to just double check and make sure. 1/4 inch. Yep, okay, there it is. So brass pipe. Yeah, I was out there compression fitting the flare, but yes, 1/4 inch. Stop turning. So yeah, this is what we need. 1/4 inch nipple right here. And now we're gonna go that small. We're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with the one that's, see, that's basically what it is right there. So, you know, why not go ahead and get it from here? Here it is right here. I was close. I said about 2 inches or so, and that's what this is. A little 2-inch piece of pipe. So yeah, so we're going to get this, and then I've already got the Teflon tape. So now we can go fix this on the freaking trailer and save all Kim money for me sitting, because they have to pay me hourly to sit there and wait at a freaking TA to get it done. So save this an hour of my time for this beats what they would pay me to sit at a freaking TA and then the TA to actually do it, y'all. I mean, what was this, 4 something for this piece or 6 something for the piece? Let's see. 2-inch nipple. So yeah, $6.17 for the part. So yeah. Why not, y'all? I'm just saying. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. If you have skills, use them and try to save the company money. We'll be back, y'all.
Alright, y'all, well, we're back. Well, we got our fitting back here at the freaking, at my truck parking lot. Just gotta get this darn thing open. There we go. Good little brass fitting. Teflon tape. Always use your Teflon tape. I keep plenty of Teflon tape at the house and on everything else. Do. And as you put it on, y'all, always remember righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So hold the Teflon tape and you turn, just put it on there and you spin it as you're spinning into the fitting. That way you know that it's going the right way on, the Teflon tape is going the right way on the threads, because then as you're screwing in, it's not unwinding the tape. The tape is staying on it. So That's how you make sure you do it and you get the tape going in the right direction. Put that bad boy on. There's one side. Got the other side here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. You give it a good spin. Spin it to the right. Clockwise for you people who don't know what righty tighty, lefty loosey is. Clockwise. Spin it in. Get a couple good twists on it. There we go. Now I got our ball valve here. Here's the air supply nozzle right here. The airline comes in from your air tanks. Here goes into the system. So now we just screw that in. Nice and tight. And I've got my good old open end wrench. Stick the open end wrench in there. That fits in. And not as tight. That one's a little better. Okay, then we got me some channel locks. Give your pipe a couple good twists. Make sure she's nice and tight in there. There we go. We're good and tight. Now we just got to go get the other threads out, because inside the air system on this old piece, it broke the threads. You see where it broke the threads right here? It broke the threads inside, so now I got to go get a back out to back that out, those threads out. Then I can screw this daggone fitting in, and all I got to do is just screw this bad boy in nice and tight, plop the airline back in, and then we're in business, y'all. Then we fixed the all-chem trailer without having to spend hours at a TA. Just saying. Anyway, y'all, stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, y'all, here we are. Lights filling up. Got the new brass fitting in. Got attached to, air's running through the system. Turn on. Turn it off. There's no leaks. Pumping up everything. Now I did have to go get from Harbor Freight multi-spline extractor set. I did have to get this and use this piece to actually get in here and back the pipe out, the piece that had broken in, because it was inside there, so I did have to get that in. And it's got reverse threads on it, so as you're backing out, it's catching in and it's actually pulling the pipe out. So, you know, it backs in. As you can see, the threads are reversed, so as you're pulling, it's cutting into the pipe, and then once it gets a good grip, then it backs that piece of pipe out. So you can see the little pieces right here that came out. So I was able to get the pieces out, and now she's running. Now she's filling up with air because it's cold. It's been sitting here, so system's off, system's on. So we are filling up, getting the system set up. So hopefully that works, y'all. But yeah, I had to have my flashlight on so I could see as I'm looking in that hole to see if I got all the pieces out. Turn my light off. And of course, Miss Cat's already woken up and she's calling me, where are you at? You coming home? Like, yeah, I'm just fixing the trailer. I'll be there in a little bit. So she woke up. Uh-oh, it's time to get home, because this is my reset. I'm only resetting at the house, and I'm here at the truck. It's like, time to get going, y'all. Anyway, y'all, hope everybody has y'all get safe, blessed day. Catch you on this video, y'all. Peace out.
Yeah. This that I-285 soundtrack. Brake lights all the way around. ATL traffic got a man losing his mind, but this old Peterbilt still getting paid.
Riding that Atlanta loop, stuck in a red light scene. JB Hunt in the middle lane, crawling in front of me. Horns